Alright guys, so I got a tiny little haul video here. I say tiny because it's only like two things, but they're cool things. So, first up, I don't like this movie. I'm not even really sure why I bought it, but I've kind of been off and off if I want to have this movie in the collection. I figured just to grab it. And I do kind of want to do a video on this movie. The 4K was $10, so that is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I'm not a fan of this movie. I love The Grinch, like the book and the original animated short. This movie is bad. It's very mean-spirited. It's not a Christmas movie I really like. But yet somehow I end up watching it every year. And that's why I figured I should get it. I feel like if there's a reason I watch this movie every year, right? So why not have it? Like, I have the Santa Claus movies, like the Tim Allen ones here. Not a huge fan of those. But yet somehow I end up watching them every year. So I figured it was worth it to get it. And, you know, I feel like there's worse Christmas movies out there. And the 4K was a good deal, $10. And I imagine this 4K looks really good. I've not seen this 4K. So, grab that. And then, because the Criterion sale was going on, I don't have money to drop on a bunch of Criterions like I like. But I figured I'd do one thing, which I'd order one 4K and one Blu-ray. Now, the one 4K I got was Mean Streets. And that 4K, I'm letting you guys know this, is a pre-order. If you go on Amazon, it's $25 for the 4K of Mean Streets. Go and pre-order it because you're guaranteed that pre-order price. That's what I did. And I pre-ordered that because I really wanted it anyways. And I've been in a Scorsese mood after I saw Killers of the Flower Moon recently. So I was like, okay, I'm going to grab that. But then I was kind of looking at what Blu-ray to get, and then I saw this Criterion. It was the first. There was other ones for $15, but this was the first one I saw, so I just went with the first one I saw because honestly, all the Criterions that were $15, I'd never seen them. And Criterion is a label that I do feel really safe about blind buying, and I say that because all of Criterion's films are good or have something good about them. They may not be my favorite movies. They may not be movies I'm going to watch all the time. In fact, majority of Criterion movies, I don't really tend to watch that often. But they're great movies, almost all of them. There's like one or two that I've heard not great things about. But even then, I'd probably imagine that if I sat down and watched them, I'd enjoy something about them. So I grabbed, I don't even know how to say this, Narama. This is a Japanese film from 1958. Jesus, this is an old movie. This is not as old as I thought it was going to be. I also ordered this one too because one thing I really hate about Criterion, I'll be honest with you guys about this. Criterion has a lot of Blu-rays, just like Scream Factory does, that have 4K masters on them. And so what that means is that they're probably going to get a 4K Blu-ray down the line. I don't know when, I don't know how, right? But we're going to get that. So I don't want to buy a Criterion and then be like 6 months later I have a 4K. Like, you know, I have a Hard Day's Night, but I really want that 4K version. I want this Blu-ray version, you know. And eventually I will upgrade, but right now I don't want to, you know. And I also get annoyed by that because there are so many Criterions I want. I feel like everybody who collects Criterions has this problem. There's so many you want, you can't get them all. And so, you know, but for me, I've been okay with that. I've been able to leave the ones in the pasture that I can't get. But I feel like every Criterion sale, my rule is I'm going to get two Criterions. One 4K and one Blu-ray. And I think that's good because if you do that, it's about $50. $50 on two Criterions, not a bad deal considering how much they normally cost. So this is a blind buy for me, but I'm excited to check it out. And I will talk about Mean Streets when I actually get that released in the mail. It doesn't come out till November 21st. So if you're like me and you've been wanting that title, go ahead and pre-order it right now because it's at $25. And $25 for a brand new 4K Criterion, excellent deal. So yeah, and I have more haul videos coming. I still got more Black Friday titles, other things kind of showing up at random. But let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe.